I forgot to hit the on button. There we go. Hello, Beer League, and welcome to Week 3 Fearless. I think I just dropped my mouse. Nope, there it is. We have IQ versus PFT. I might actually have the team. I have the teams on the wrong side. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. IQ versus PFT. Oh boy. Alright, let's look at these crazy bans. A Soraka ban. I mean, it can be annoying to play against, but I don't know. I haven't looked at the players too much, so I can't weigh in on what the good bans are in terms of banning out specific people. But Soraka is not my first choice for a ban. The Lucian Nami picked in. I know recently there's been more Lucian Milio. I think that's like preferred, but honestly, I like Nami more. Nami is just more fun to play. I like the ult. I think it's like I feel like it's more impactful in a later game team fight than Emilio is. But it's also just dependent on if you need that impact, because Emilio can provide a lot of utility. So he can be almost better than Nami in some situations, especially with that like passive burn ends up being pretty crazy. Some quick rapid fire bans. The Swain, the Syndra. I like to see it. I like to see it. Both mid laners from both teams still awaiting a pick. So likely going to be aiming towards that. Oh, the Aatrox ban. Aatrox definitely can be a demon in the wrong hands. I mean, I know it had a pretty rough win rate in well, 2 seasons ago, but we won't talk about that. Whole new situation. Mel is such a frustrating champ. She just her win rate is like not even that good. It's like 48% or something. But her ban rate is she's like the second most banned champ in the game. First is Zed. It's ridiculous. Mel is just it's just so annoying that even though she isn't even that good of a champion in terms of numbers, she's just so annoying to play against. It's just not fun. I remember I played against a Mel once and it was just like completely unplayable for me. But like I just like basically just didn't interact with lane and we won the game. Like it's easy to win against Mel, but man, it is just so not fun to play into it. Ooh, speaking of things that are just not fun to play into, I love playing Malzahar. Funny little guy, but man, is he sure as heck not fun to play into. Just I remember I had a game of Malzahar ages ago where it was just jungler would come into jungler would come up to the bush at the side. I would just walk up and R, jungler would walk into lane, get a kill, and just that repeatedly throughout the game. Every time I had R, jungler just needed to come walk mid and they would get a kill for free. It's just so ridiculously annoying. Gonna be a Panth jungle for PFT. I like that. I don't think there's really too many. I mean, you could play it in a lot of places, but I don't think there's a lot of places you like to see it currently. Although that's me more so just having this MSI mindset right now. It's probably honestly can do some pretty nasty things in every role right now. But ADC. looking like pretty good picks from both sides here. I mean, I like Mbessa and Reinekton, both very good top laners. Not really sure, like, I've seen both these champions win this fight pretty well. Both these champions do pretty good in this top matchup. It just depends on how well you're playing it. Mbessa can definitely be pretty frustrating, but Renekton does have really high damage output and a very good trade pattern. So, I don't know. As long as Renekton holds onto his W, I think that anytime Mbessa goes in, Renekton can kind of just win that trade with the W, I'm assuming. I don't know. I watched Bo Belter play this exact matchup last night. Maybe not last night, it was a couple nights ago, but Renekton didn't play it well because they kept Wing minions, so. It looked pretty even before that, though. I don't know. I think it could go either way. Looking towards mid, you do just have the Aurelion Sol. I think was an excellent follow up to the Malzahar, because Malzahar you're not really gonna want to interact with too much unless you are just confident that you can just kill. But you know, you got to make sure you're hitting everything, because you have to pop that spell shield and then you have to clean him up from there. So if you don't, he's gonna burn you, he's gonna chip you down, and then he's gonna R you, try to go in, and you're just gonna lose. So it's pretty good to pick up Aurelion Sol into the Malzahar, so that way you have that sort of just matching the wave clear. The Aurelion Sol and scaling probably a lot better off of the wave clear. Malzahar's kind of whole point is he can push waves and he can lock somebody down in a fight, but that is all he's doing. I mean, he has the silence too, but like he's really not a whole lot. His R is kind of just a really huge component. I mean, he does do damage, but it's mostly just push waves and R. But Aurelion Sol, he'll control those waves, but also he will be providing huge utility in fights with his R, and also just a lot of damage. So pretty good. And also, I mean, his E is crazy CC, that like black hole pulling people in. It is, I swear that thing sometimes it's like, my goodness, it's so ridiculous. It's like impossible to walk out of it sometimes. Moving down to the bot lane, we got Jinx and Lucian. Lucian, a pretty aggressive ADC early, especially with the Nami. I'm imagining that Jinx, Lulu are going to be kind of pushed back a bit by that. Lucian, Nami definitely going to be keeping up pressure here, helping the jungler with early objectives, Scuttle and Dragon and such. And hopefully just trying to keep Jinx under tower, hopefully making it hard for Jinx to farm, because that's going to be Jinx's angle here, is just going to be trying to get a lot, move up into the late game, and then just start kind of blowing the team apart. Because luckily, in a later game team fight, there's a lot of targets for Malzahar to R. Probably won't end up R'ing Jinx, because I feel like the Renekton's going to be a pretty big threat. The Renekton's probably going to get R'd. Probably Malzahar the most. I feel like the Renekton is going to be soaking a lot of Malzahar R's. And if not the Renekton, then Udyr. And if Malzahar actually does try to focus on a carry, I feel like he's going to land getting an R on Aurelion Sol rather than the Jinx. Jinx should be pretty much out of his range the whole time. I don't imagine that Jinx will be beating Malzahar. So, should be like relatively fine. Hopefully. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I like IQ, their fight has a lot of damage, but the fight doesn't have too much like crazy team fight impact other than the Aurelion Sol ult and like Jinx just in general. Well, I mean, actually, not a whole lot of team fight impact unless she builds Runons. If she builds Runons, then it's gonna be crazy. But people don't really like building Runons. I think it's kind of slept on. It's pretty good as like a third crit item. Until IE Runons. It's pretty good order, but people usually go PD or Fan Dancer instead of Runons. I feel like if you're gonna go for a attack speed crit item, I really like Runons. I really like Runons there. I think it's pretty good right now. I mean, not like OP or anything, but like I think it's it's actually like a viable item and decent. But players are just people not liking it. But I think it has very good value, especially in team fights. But apart from that, PFT I think do have like a lot better of just sort of like team fighting things. And Bessa, her R can allow you her to sort of try to pick off a backline like a soul that is queuing and standing completely still. Going to be extremely vulnerable to an Abessa R. So that's pretty much like a carry deleted. But then Mbessa is stuck in the backline, and how much of a problem is that going to be? Is it going to be a situation of Mbessa stuck in here with IQ, or IQ is stuck in here with Mbessa? So we'll just have to see how that goes. We'll rely a lot on how the lane goes for Mbessa. But, following that up, you have the Nami R. That's going to be just huge. It's just a big, wide, flowing knockup. So you can't deny the impact of that. And then Malzahar R, obviously, we talked about that a lot. That can lock down certain carries. Some good impacts, so we'll see. I'm like leaning towards PFT a little, but not too much. I think I do like IQ more. Even though I feel like their team can get disassembled in a team fight potentially, but I think that they can do it. I think that they can pull it off. Okay, we are getting into game, but it is going to start off with a pause because we uh jungle DC I think it was 3000 MS. Does it not force World Atlas in custom games? Why isn't Nami of World Atlas? How did Lulu buy pots but Nami can't get World Atlas? Even if you didn't connect, you should still force it. It's probably just weird because the game is still in the first 2 seconds. I mean, it loaded up into a pause screen for me, so it probably is just weird spaghetti. That's the thing about bugs is you never understand them. It never makes sense. So, How about those MSI games? G2 versus... Well, I guess that's a spoiler if I say... Whatever, I already said it. So now G2 versus GAM at 8. Might be watching that, though. We're watching the Beer League. Everybody better be watching the Beer League. Which MSI, you're a traitor. Oh, slouching down further in my chair. Getting real comfy. We're going to be in here for a long time. You know what? Speaking of MSI, though. Hopefully we don't have a 20-minute pause into 20 seconds of gameplay. That was crazy. I mean, you kind of like... You need to pause when there's a bug. Because it's important to, like, recognize that bugs happened. Even if you're about to lose the game 20 seconds after the pause, it's important to just recognize when bugs happen. Are they playing Magic the Gathering in League Chat? Okay. I even, like, clocked that the first time I read it. Tap 2 blue. A deck. Is it fit? Wait, do we limit team? Oh yeah, I guess so. I mean, I thought that was just like limit them to 15 minutes. That's like when the team needs to show up. But if you're having technical issues, surely you should just get the full 30-minute pause time, right? I mean, right, gives us 30 minutes. Might as well just use the 30 minutes, right? Okay, we're in. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I can criticize Tyler later. We have the classic post-pause game freeze. And my cat just kicked my mouse down. But I don't need a mouse. I have directed camera during this frozen game. There we go. How to play AP... How many AP scalings does he have? Does he have any? There's no way. Does this like R have an AP scaling in the burn? That'd be so funny.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh, I do need my mouse actually. I need to zoom out. Okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Do that with this? No. Oh, I can. Okay. I don't need my mouse. Let me pull up.
Minions have spawned.
Action. Nope, that's not. That's the bad wiki. Where's the new wiki? Have a look at this. It's Theory Craft and AP Renekton build. So he has AP scalings on. Absolutely. No, he does have AP scaling on his R. I knew it. It's 5% AP scaling on his R. Huge, huge. So we gotta rush Nashers, surely. Nashers into Riftmaker. Get a Bloodletters. Leandries. This is totally a good build for Renekton.
Frontier justice.
I'm interested to see how the D Shield versus D Blade matchup goes top here. I hope that I get to see Renekton play a little bit more aggressive. I'm not sure like how well it's going to work out playing too aggressively, because I feel like if Renekton goes in, even if he dashes in, gets the stun, gets the Q, gets the autos, dashes out, whatever, like, can Avesta not follow up? I guess not. I mean, they're both level 3 there. Avesta would have had as much ability to go in and follow up as ever, but it looks like that's not as viable as I thought it would be. So, and again, I don't really know that much. The only time I play in Avesta is like A ramp. That's so different. Everything is different in A ramp. In ARAM, you kind of just keep spamming QWE and right-clicking the enemy, and you just like stay on them permanently, and they die. It's crazy. Yeah, this mid matchup looking very fun. You know, both mid laners just clearing. It's like the Cho'Gath versus Nasus Dream. Wish you could just sit there and just clear. Nunya coming in for a gank. Moonlight looking like they're gonna get caught there, but it's gonna be able to put out the flash. Getting chased down though. Gonna go down a kill to Jubilee. First blood in their pocket. I don't think that actually means anything anymore, right? First blood is just 300 gold, right? Did they remove the extra? I can't remember. Crazy that they removed the extra, but it's still like announced, even though it doesn't matter anymore. I used to, you know, it was extra 100 gold. You have to announce it. It was a feat for like 2 patches or something. You had to announce it. Important. Now it's just like, yeah, first blood, like, and then like, wait, it doesn't mean anything. What does to do with this? It's like a participation trophy. Has IQ not been the god tier gamers they've always been this season? Ooh, Depravity gonna be flashing out of there to save their lives. Good gank there from Nunya. Nunya getting a lot of good ganks off this game. Turning a lot of flashes, a lot of summoners from people. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, like, Lulu's damage is just... Okay, wait. Oh, the flash, but no, there's gonna be a polymorph. Yeah, as I was just saying, like, Lulu's damage is actually kind of crazy early. Like, those passive autos it's kind of, if you let her start harassing you, she'll just keep running you down. It's crazy. Yeah, Bessa's... Okay, okay. I was gonna say, like, Mbessa seems like they hard win this. I mean, I guess, you know, taking a tower shot doesn't mean you're not hard winning it. I was just kind of looking at the health bars and be like, okay, now they're completely evened out, but... I don't know, it looks like Mbessa was kind of bullying Renekton here a little bit. I mean, yeah, even now, their health bar is still pretty ahead. I just don't know that... I mean, it's a good trade. It is pretty even. It is a pretty even lane, it feels like. I mean, I guess it's not that even. Renekton is kind of losing it out, but it's also, like, not that bad, actually. It's just hard for either of these champs to... Like, if Mbessa goes in, Renekton can win the trade and leave the trade. Window Licker gets down low. That last auto is not going to drop him down, and now we've got a Malzahar R going on in the pits. Nunya going to be going down. Little Ducky burning them, getting that kill. What was I talking about? Right, Renekton can, like... The Renekton versus the best. So Renekton can pretty effectively, like, win a trade if Mbessa goes in first. But if Renekton... Like, whoever goes in first, I think, kind of loses the trade. That's the issue. See, like... Renekton didn't really, like, lose too much HP on that trade. He was able to, like, stun and kind of pull out of here. Okay, now this might be looking right left. Ooh, the ult comes out, and now her Depravity is looking like they're going to be in trouble. Benson gets the kill. Very nicely played. Benson just being an excellent baiter there on the top. Ooh. Mr. Cookie coming in here with the ult, but gets knocked up by the Humongify. It's not going to work out, though. Jinx is down. Nunya trying to get that damage out. Window Licker going to go down, but now Rihi is chasing down Mr. Cookie. Gets the kill. Moonlight able to escape. But Jinx has Yuntal. He's 1 out of 3 on me liking your items. Hey, Nunya trying to chase down a little further here. It's pretty hard to chase a Nami. On this early of a Udyr, you're not really gonna have the damage. Is Leandri's Udyr still, like, super annoying now that Leandri's isn't, like, super broken? I haven't seen it in a while. Leandri's has been kind of weak recently. I don't really want to call it weak, but it's... Yeah. It is still Leandri's, just less AP. I agreed. It makes it, you know, just a lot worse. Ooh, ooh, the spicy Malzahar ultimate. Both mid laners standing still, staring at each other. But yeah, Leandri's is like, it's just not as like, you can't just like build it on normal mages and have a lot of damage and burn. Now you just have like little damage and burn. More balanced on normal characters. Or more balanced on mages that shouldn't be building it. See, I'm so bad at top lane right now, because if I was playing Mbessa, I would have just all in there. Like, I would be looking at my health bar and their health bar and being like, oh, surely I win this, right? So wrong. So wrong. Everyone is made to be a top, so true. Such a bottom. Mr. Cookie dropping low. Will he be able to survive? Nope, that last Jinx auto is going to find a Moonlight. It's going to drop down low, getting chased down, trying to stop them, but the Zap is going to take them down. Window Licker running away in fear. They can push this wave fast enough. They might be able to look for a little pickup, little dive. Looks like he's going to be able to get out of there, though. No, that's so real, Jack. Like, you don't W, it's so much less damage. W is actually so much of your damage. People sometimes don't realize that. I used to not realize that. But you gotta EQ W R, and they're dead. But if you just EQ R, they're gonna have like half their health bar left.
Got him.
I played a lot of Malzahar recently because I like to be annoying. I like to be the most frustrating person. Not actually. It's just like chill to play Malzahar. You know, like look how chill it is to play Malzahar right here. The way you just get ulted and burned down and just annihilated by 3 people for walking slightly out of your lane. It's so chill to play Malzahar. No, but like when you play Malzahar and you just like clear waves for 15 minutes and then you just like are the carry and win games, like it feels nice. It's just really chill. Like there was a while when I was playing Briar Jungle, and that was just chill. Ooh, Bird of Pravity going in, a Nunya here. Getting a lot of chase, getting a lot of damage, gonna go down. Pravity getting the kill, and now Super Noob caught up in the bubble, but Window Licker not quite having the auto speed. Do a whole lot there. I do have the Essence Reaver, but man, they need some attack speed. Oh, they should make Malzahar's R an AoE. An AoE that scales with the amount of minions you kill. Original concept. There's not another champ in this game that has something like that. An AoE ult that scales the amount of minions you kill. Except in this case, it Acel? No, you're making words up. I don't even know what Acel is. But they should also like change the like minion scaling Malzahar ult to like instead of like suppressing champions, it like knocks them up and does like a big wave of damage or something. Just random thoughts. Ooh, Herd of Pravity finding a good pick out there. The Malzahar ult on top, making sure they really didn't get to play. I like me running away, and I don't like this position from IQ. They're got two halves getting split up, just getting engaged on separately. Now, Herd of Pravity might be a little bit too deep here on Jubilee, but Jubilee just doesn't quite have the damage right now against a top laner, at least. A top laner who brushed those armor boots. If you're playing a tank, is Bramble a good pickup? Like a good rush into Renekton? Not that anybody's done that here. Little Ducky getting pretty low there. They're going to be taken down. More kills coming out. Windowlooker trying their best to pick up what they can. Moonlight going to be running away here. It's not going to be... Almost wasn't execute there, but they got the smite. They got the smite. PFT got the drag, but did not get that fight. Ooh, and Besta Manu was just barely outside the range of that R. Fortunate. IQ looking to have a pretty good lead here. Both mid laners picking up that big fucking torch. That's what the item is, right? Big fucking torch. Boy, Otacon is up. They're doing it. Rihi bringing down the ultimate. Moonlight gets the kill onto Nunya. Rihi starting to fly in, chase people down. It was Cookie who claimed the Atacon, though. IQ following this up. Man, Cookie is... You know, you're talking about how Nunya's playing Udyr well, but man, Cookie's getting the smites. That's for sure. Benson, no! Getting chased down, but wait, Rihi's here to save him? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind, get out of there. Ooh, Riki getting dropped a little bit low there. Not gonna be able to do too much. Oh man, so how are these items looking? You know, I've actually been looking at builds a lot for Malzahar. And not very many people actually build Leandri's on him. Or like Leandri's Malzahar doesn't have a very good win rate, at least like when you rush it. If you build it as like one of your last items, kind of fine. But I think I've been seeing like, what was it? I think it was like BFT Shadow Flame? Like not even Malignance, it's just BFT. Like BFT is apparently just crazy. I'm not a huge believer in it. Jubilee gonna be going down. Her Depravity trying to get in onto Super Noob here, but Rihi gonna be blasting them and slowing them down. Now flying forwards, breathing out that Dragon Fire. Moonlight getting dropped down low. That's gonna be a double kill for Rihi. Meanwhile, Nunyan Business chasing down Little Ducky here. Gonna be able to get that kill. Window Licker trying to escape, Rihi flying after them. Window Licker's gonna be able to dash on out of there though. No tower. Might get chased down. Nah, he's out of there. He's out of there. IQ gonna be able to secure this one.
You cannot outrun me.
He get the book, but I'm not sure he can read. That's amazing. We'll see how the Magi's works out for him. Ooh, her Depravity goes in on Rihi here, but Rihi's able to drop down the ult, start flying away and breathing. Uh-oh. Rihi having to flash away there. Depravity just has... Best just has so many ways to just go in on you. Uh-oh, Little Ducky's definitely gonna get chased down here. I do like that he tries that, brings down the ult, but... And then your business's Phoenix kind of just burns away the W's. Little Voidlings. And it's going to make it pretty problematic for Malzahar to do a whole lot there. Cookie coming in trying to save it, but unfortunately just does not have the damage to shred through all of the health and armor that Nunya and Benson have. IQ on the Baron. Gonna be looking to get themselves a massive lead here, pushing up to an 8k gold lead with Baron. Just means that they're starting to extend it even further. Next dragon up in 2 minutes. Jinx picked up the Runons. Oh, I'm so happy. 3 out of 3. They've won my favor. You want Lucian picking up RFC, which I don't hate. I think it's a good item. The like logical part of me says it's a good item. The illogical part of me says I don't like RFC. I don't like RFC. I don't like RFC. Just the illogical part of me says I just don't like it. In terms of an attack speed crit item, though, because Lucian was wanting attack speed, it's not bad. I think I would have gone Fam Dancer, but that's also because I'm just an RFC hater for no reason. Even if there is a reason, I'm an RFC hater for no reason. Oh, Navori True. I forgot that was an item. I actually should have built Navori, yeah. I agree, Navori was better.
Storm rages through me. Phoenix Spirit. Air Spirit.
IQ grabbing themselves a dragon. Their Baron buff is already expired, question mark? Or is it another 20 seconds? Expired. I wonder what angles these teams are going to be looking for here. I mean, IQ is trying to push up this bottom wave. They're all together, looking for a pick to spiral the game out of control. Honestly, I kind of wish that Malzahar would have stayed pushing top. I think PFT can just clear waves here. It's not like IQ is building up a large wave to come push into the base. I mean, they have Ace Minion mid right now, but it's not like you need to sweat over defending mid because it's already Nexus Towers mid, so it's pretty easy to just clear that wave unless this IQ pushes into the base there. I don't know, would it be better here for IQ to push with the mid wave, try to make PFT feel pressured to do something inside of their base, allow IQ to sort of get a kill there? There's also the potential that it's like a 4v5 because you have somebody trying to clear the bot wave. And so if it is a 4v5, then you put yourself at a fight advantage. I'm just trying to figure out, as IQ, what are you trying to do to end the game here? Like, maybe it was just we need to keep them in their base for us to do Baron. Maybe that's, like, all they needed to do, was just push them back, keep them there, let's do Baron. Gonna be looking for a pick here. They have the vision though. Ooh, they're running forward. Cookie getting down low, half health, trying to run away, but is gonna get demolished by that Ace Soul ultimate.
You cannot outrun me.
Now IQ gonna start taking Baron. This looks like it could be the start of a final push. Not gonna be quite the final push yet, but no more super minions. That inhibitor is respawning. We have Dragon coming up in 30. This could be Soul for IQ, and if IQ gets this, I mean that just has to be game, right? Again, Cookie securing those smites, but also is gonna get taken down. That is basically just Dragon guaranteed for IQ. Dragon, Soul. He leaving to clear 3 minions.
Ice Wind. You cannot outrun.
Yeah, little Ducky could win that one. Well, honestly, Benson just ults, then little Ducky can't kill him. Yeah, there we go. See, it did so much damage when he wasn't ulting there because the boilings were able to hit him. But like, if he like just ults as soon as, I mean, it's kind of hard to do it in time, but he ults as soon as Malzahar like puts E on him, then the voidlings will die when they try to go into him. IQ looking to try and get into the base. They're inside, 2 inhibitors down. So they're gonna pull out. Yeah, they have been playing it pretty slow and carefully. 11k gold lead and playing pretty scared to step up. Or really just, I mean, too scared to end. I feel like they had good opportunities for it, but I don't know, it feels easy to throw out nowadays, so. Ooh, Lucky gonna get the ult canceled. Polymorphed, he's just destroyed. The inhibitor, final inhibitor down. Ooh, Mbessa going in onto Reheat, but is going to get polymorphs. These polymorphs are doing good work in this game. Nami down. Window Licker getting killed in the fountain. That's going to be game 1 for IQ.
Red team has scored an ace.
And we will be back for game 2 very shortly. Oh. Okay, so I didn't the overlay that covers the fearless bands now. A little unfortunate. I don't know if there's a new overlay or I'm just like I'm just cooked. A Yumi ban? Ain't no way. Ain't no way we have a Yumi ban. Ooh, the Caitlyn lock. I love the Caitlyn. Strong champ. Horus. Yeah, no, I mean, just be as simple as cutting a hole in the thing. But like if I turn off the overlay, oop, yeah, you can see the field spans there if I just turn off the overlay. But Sarah Queen locked in. Oh my gosh, I mean, man, I'm gonna turn the overlay back on so we have names again because I want to look at this. I like that. Let me turn the logo back on too. I like that. I like IQ's comp just so much better. TF is nuts. Caitlyn is good. Oh, but Vigar, Seraphine, oh man, those champs are good too. Although, I mean, no, yeah, Vigar is good. I was trying to think if it's actually that good here. Kind of is. The Vigar, I mean, not Vigar, Viego can just R out of the cage. I think. Maybe not. Maybe he's stunned when he finishes his R. No Emilio, no Blitz. It's Lux time. Poppy ban? Could. I mean, Gnarlus could be pretty good here. The support pick. Oh, yes. Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it. That's so good. Lock it in. Yes. That's such a good pick here, actually. Can block Vigar R. Can block Seraphine ult. Oh, that's so good. Braum is such a good pick here. And Shen. Oh. Oh. Oh, Pat's belly. Oh, I'm so full. I'm eating well tonight. Oh. Okay, I'm like an IQ way more here. It's not unwinnable for PFT, but I'm rooting for IQ hard here. All right, so looking at this, it just so depends on execution. Who who wins this one? Like, I feel like IQ is just kind of gonna do good like early, mid, and late. Actually, late's probably the one spot where they might not do good at. It really depends on Caitlyn. But yeah, PFT probably does like way better late. So IQ just can't play like they did last game. If IQ actually just plays, I mean, they need to play aggressive here, right? Like all their champs are like, I feel like they're just really good into mid, into early and mid, but like late, I think PFT starts to win this. This goes on to a game 3. I need to grab some chips. Oh, so MSI just started. I won't have that on a separate monitor or anything, guys. Sorry. Just kidding. It's not gonna be on a separate monitor. It's gonna be on a phone. Just kidding. Again, I'm not even gonna. Honestly, even if I do put it on something else, I'm not even gonna watch it. Just gonna be watching this. On the attention span for 2 games. Honestly, I could also see like PFT just blowing up Braum early game and just taking whatever objective. Like them just blowing up Braum, IQ walking away, and PFT just taking the objective. Early fights, but I don't know. I really want to see IQ win this one, but I'm actually starting to lean towards PFT winning it. I just don't think league games end fast. The only league games I have that end before 30 minutes are ones where it's an FF. Like league games are just so long now. It's almost never like cracking your base open at 20 minutes. It's like, although it does happen, I won't deny it's happened, but like it just doesn't happen that much. And when it does, it's such an egregious game state. Like so illegal that game state even happened. Oh man. I haven't even like I don't know who I mean like I like IQ wins all of these lanes, right? I don't necessarily about mid. Theoretically, like TF should win it because theoretically Vyar should be really weak early since he's a late game scaler. So he should be super weak early. And Volibear is usually like kind of nothing until he gets like those 2 or 3 items. So I don't know. It's like IQ should win this game early, but man, PFT is a real good comp for late. So honestly, as long as PFT don't run it and don't forfeit too much uh powers, then I think they do might just win out. X right, they just kind of just win it out late, probably. I mean, like those 5v5 team fights are gonna be rough for IQ. Seraphinar, Barsar, Vigar. You have Braum shields to like block one of those, but it's tough. Because if Braum blocks Seraphinar, then like yeah, that's a huge team fight kind of eliminated, but kind of guaranteeing 2 people in place for a Vigar cage. At least 2 people. And once anybody's trapped inside a Vigar cage, you know they're gonna get Varsard, and PFT just has so much wombo. I think PFT does actually like the wombo is just gonna be kind of nuts. Let's see. Let's hop into this game. Cross our fingers. Hope for the best. It's gonna be a long one though, probably. I don't know.
30 seconds until
What shenanigans are they pulling? What are they doing here? Ooh, missing the Q on Moonlight. It's gonna allow them to walk away. I don't even think they would have had like the speed to stack the passive and get something done there though.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, let's get these lanes underway.
Seeing red.
I'm excited to see how these go. Because I don't know, I mean, like TF should win this lane out early. But all Vigor needs to do really is like stack, get enough gold for Lost Chapter and back. Maybe just tier. Does he build? Did you do that still? Did you Seraphs?
Already dead. You just haven't.
Brilliant.
Ooh, good stun. Imagine if they changed TF's card selection to be like Hui. You'd be able to just in-slot gold card, just instantly stun somebody. My goodness. Instant point click stun.
Caught up yet. You're already dead. You just haven't caught up yet.
I mean, lane's kind of going a little bit how I expected. Didn't just wait. How did I? How my? Wow, oblivious. How did I not see the Scion jungle? Is that what you wanted to opt for here, though? Scion jungle over Scion top. Ooh, flashing in, gonna be able to get first blood on little Ducky. Going down here. Ooh. Benson taking a lot of damage there from her to Bravity. I guess, you know, it's working out. It's working out. I thought that Volibear might get messed up a little bit more by the Shen bubble, but nope. But Volibear might be a little more auto-focused. Maybe it's that one situation. Maybe we'll see. I do like. Wait, how did I? Whoop, there we go. I do like how he's playing this mid. He's playing it pretty aggressive, pretty good. Rushed those cooldown boots. Pretty good. Yep.
Seeing red.
TF getting the ult down. It was a bit of a goofy one, but I like it. I like it. I admire it. Wasn't able to get a gold card down on them, unfortunately. Not going to result in much, and they're going to be pretty low on mana.
As expected.
Honestly, this top lane is looking pretty good. PFT, you know, they got the right idea. I guess they should be playing for top. So it looks like that is going to be pretty essential this game. Super Noob trying to run away, but Little Ducky flashes forward, lays down the cage, and Super Noob, he's just going to be absolutely demolished. Just 4 people. Bring him down. Ooh, Herd Bravity can't look for a dive here without the ults, theoretically. Are going to be taking a lot of damage, but they are able to pull off that dive thanks to the E-Shield. Going to be left extremely low on health. But they are able to pull it off and get away. Benson bewildered by it. Already not looking particularly amazing, but it is Shen. So even if you're not doing great on Shen, ooh, you always count on those R's. Sion ulting into the mid lane for gang super noob there to follow up and help out Rihi. Not going to be able to find too much back. Mr. Cookie has a lot of health bars. And Vigar has not very much mana. Also, Grasp of Vigar, be tanky. Definitely scaling AP, definitely scaling health. Here. Heart Steel.
Brilliant.
Riftmaker Vigar. What's happening here? Calling it now. It's super broken. Definitely need to do it. Super OP build. Okay, her Depravity gonna be getting ran down here. Nunya able to pick up that kill. Being dropped real low there. This bot lane's able to really harass and poke pretty effectively. TF ulting in here. They're going to get that stun down, but a lot of ults sent back the way of IQ. Windowlicker and Moonlight able to walk away. Unfortunately, these ultimates just not working out the way that he wanted them to. Uh-oh. He trapped in a cage, but manages to dodge the Scion ult with some nimble footsteps there. Scion getting stunned, is going to be able to get taken down. Vigar's health bar is looking pretty low, but can they get to him? Super noob stuck inside the cage, but he's not who you want to be stuck inside the cage. They're going to be looking for a dive here. Minions underneath the tower, flashing forward, taking out Little Ducky. Little Ducky going to be able to get a kill in return using the ult and the tower shots to take them down. Her Depravity is definitely going to be looking for a dive here. They have the ultimate to go for a redive with the shutdown tower. Ooh, but they're going to be taking a lot of shots. I don't know if... Is this going to be a crazy bait? Ult? Oh, no! They needed to ult in there early. I think the tower shots were just too much. Flybear has the Iceborne Gauntlet now. Rihi coming in here, but now getting stuck, rooted down in place. Oh no, he's just gonna be getting absolutely womboed. That PFT wombo that I was talking about earlier. They just have so many ults that can combine to lock somebody down and absolutely destroy a team, but it's only gonna hit Rihi, and unfortunately Rihi is gonna live it. And now it's gonna be 1-2 down from PFT, and it's gonna go to a third triple kill for Nunya. This is exactly what should be happening early and mid. I like IQ's comp. It has so much more damage for them here. PFT is really going to scale up later. I mean, we saw right there that wombo of Rihi just getting hit by everything. No choice really to dodge it. But still, they just don't have the damage right now. So he is able to survive it. And 1 IQ now is as long as those ults are down, they can just run them down. So if they can just figure out a way to make sort of PFT be sort of uncoordinated or burn stuff early, block stuff, dodge stuff, then that's going to be their key to winning those end games fights. I believe it's going to be a Heartsteel jungle with Scion, which don't know how much I like that one because Heartsteel is pretty reliant on being able to constantly just like whack somebody every like roughly 30 seconds. If you're jungling, you're only really doing it, even if you're spam ganking, every 1 to 2 minutes, so it's not great. Her depravity trying to ult away to get out of there, but they're not going to be able to find their escape. TF bringing them down. Rihi getting that kill. Julie arriving on the scene to clean up this, yes. Hopefully get himself a little bit more ahead. I wonder if they're going to be going the same build, because they were Jinx last game. Went with the Yuntal IE into Runons. And Caitlyn, you do like the Yuntal IE. So, not sure about Runons. It wouldn't be like terrible. But I'm also a Runons lover. But I feel like there's better things you could build, possibly. Oh, there's not like that many like AD crit items anymore. There's like 4, 3. You have Yuntal, you have IE, you have Collector. And like, what other AD crit item is there? Shield Bow. That one is like okay. After that, you just have the attack speed crit items. I'm not sure what Caitlyn's gonna build. Super Noob getting caught up in the cage, but luckily he can tank that. Takes the brunt of a lot of ults there. Oh, but a few more ults get laid down, but again, they just don't quite have the damage, and it's gonna be PFT losing their first member. Nunya picking up the Scion body. He is low and trying to hide, get out of there. IQ just trying to get a little bit low. Super Noob gonna get taken down. And it seemed to work out for them there. Well, Braum did eat up some CC, you know, the Vigard cage, the Varus R. They just held on to enough and they hit that wombo with the Seraphine R and Scion R comboing together there. Did a lot of damage, a lot of CC. Provided a lot for that fight there. That's that team fight strength the PFT has with this comp. Oh, Benson does a lot of damage now. Oh, but Hurt of Bravely does a whole lot of damage too. That's crazy the damage that both those people output. Both tanks with tank items.
As expected.
And both champs took away half of the other person's health. Oh, it wasn't a Heartsteel on Cyan, it was a Warmog, so that makes a lot more sense. Heartsteel jungle is definitely not it. I don't know how fondly I feel about Warmog's jungle, but I am used to just playing junglers that just like have a lot of jungle sustains, so it's a little bit biased. I'm not liking it. I don't know that Cyan necessarily has as much jungle sustain as other junglers. I don't know much about Cyan jungle, so I'm not going to try and criticize it.
The stage is yours.
Not so fast.
You say you can't build tank on top jungle and mid, but it's actually not even working out that badly for them. They just have too much like Wombo, I think. They have enough Wombo that it works. He gets rooted. Isn't going to take too much damage though. Cookie able to get that dragon there. He was really good at taking the objectives in that last match. They're going to try and chase down, but I think that they just have a little bit too much CC to stop them from chasing that far. IQ, though, he's looking good here. I mean, they have the 6k gold lead. They aren't doing bad at objectives. You know, they've had good objective control. They've been using this sort of stronger early game effectively enough. Gonna be taking an extra tower with it. Hopefully, they can roll this into a lot more. I think they gotta win in the next 10 minutes. I think if they push it beyond the next 10 minutes, that's when they're gonna start to be in a big problem. Maybe even before then, but within the next 10 minutes, I think is their sort of critical period. Otacon is up. They're looking for Otacon. And honestly, really easy to say this when you can see all the ult cooldowns, but the faster you force that, the better. You don't want to give IQ enough time, or sorry, you don't want to give PFT enough time for their ults to come off cooldown, because that's really where a lot of their strength lies, is in their ultimates, and these sort of wombo combos that they can set up. As IQ, the longer you can play without those being a part of the equation, whether that's through just forcing fights more often, or just baiting out ults and dodging, then, you know, that's good, but those ults are the big problem. Did he win this? I mean, Volibear has no ult. Oh, the Ignite! The Ignite, oh, the unsealed spell book. I don't know, like, what made that have a comeback recently? For months, nobody touched that keystone, and now suddenly I'm seeing it a lot. Was it just a case of some like challenger player getting bored and being like, yeah, I actually want to start building this thing again because it's not bad and it's fun to play with, and then a bunch of people saw that and were like, wait, I'm allowed to do this, and just did it? Is that what happens? I don't know, we'll have to find out after this fight, because we've got some ults coming down here so far. Not a whole lot happening. Cyan dying, but that's not going to mean too much. It is going to mean good Otacon chances for IQ. Just gonna put them at a disadvantage. Is there no flower tracker on the new spectator head? There isn't. I just have to do that manually. I have to check the flowers manually. Lace eye. Oh, but actually, okay, it's 20 to 18, so they're pretty even on flowers. We'll just see here. Ooh, it's already not looking great for PFT. For Depravity is dropping down low, is struggling to run away. He's going to use the ult to try and get out of there. Nunya doesn't have the HP to stay. The PFT also not looking to do not quite yet.
Stand behind Bro.
Drake is coming up here. Now this is creating an important moment. Both teams are going to fight for this. Because whatever team fights and wins here can get both Otacon and Drake. The alternative is you sort of just let the team take one of them and then you try to sort of set up a trap. So like maybe you let them take drag and now that they're in the pit you try to surround them or dive a carry or something. Oh no, they're getting stuck in the cage and the wombo combo of the ultimates. It's going to take down Rihi. Super Noob able to get out of there, but PFT has all of their health bars still pretty full. They're going to start the Otacon now. IQ looking for a potential re-engage, but it's going to be dangerous. They have Shen on the tail. Viego trying to go in. Oh, the Varus drops down instantly. Nunya getting the combos off. Tries to chase down the Vigar, flashes forward. I swear to... This Viego's flash has no cooldown. How is this Viego's flash always off cooldown? Like, I swear he is doing it the second it comes up. Nunya just, like, in his spare time listens to 5-minute countdowns. That way it's just ingrained in his brain how long 5 minutes is. He's able to pause a 5-minute countdown the last second before it goes off.
As expected.
But anyways, IQ turns it around, claims Otacon and Drake for themselves, putting them up to just 30 flowers. 30 to 18, so not too much difference, but it does buff their flowers and they take it too, so a bit stronger.
Right where I want you.
And also looking real good for IQ. 6k gold lead. If Vigar did actually build damage instead of that, instead of Fimbulwinter, I think that this game goes probably very differently, but it is what it is. I feel like Vigard just didn't need to build this tanky. Like Rod, fine, you know, you're Vigar. You can build Rod. It gives you AP, gives you mana, gives you health. It's just nice. You don't really need to worry about too much about how much AP is giving you since you just have like get free AP. But Yeah, you're not Rise, so building Fimbulwinter does not. It's not really do a whole lot for you. Even Rise would prefer a Seraphs. Oh, not always. Oh, there was that time. There was that time Fimbulwinter was just that good. Rihi coming in, gets a stun on the Seraphine. But yeah, unfortunately, PFT gonna be able to walk away. Rihi picking up Cleanse, ready for a fight. Baron up now, Dragon available in 2 minutes. It's a 5v4 right now, because Shen can ult in. If Viego dives, Shen ults. And that could be major. Vigar is separated. Vigar does have TP though, so we would be able to follow up pretty easily. Relatively easily. TP obviously doesn't bring you as close to the action, but if they are fighting near a minion wave, then you can come pretty close. I heard Depravity's doing pretty good. It's just stacking up on Widowlicker, making sure that Viego doesn't just have an easy window onto their carry. Widowlicker is pretty much their only carry. I mean, Vigar's not going to be doing no damage, but he's not going to be doing a large amount of damage right now. I'll take a look at his stats in a moment after this fight, or after a lull. Let's see if I do this. Yeah, it's only 340 AP. I mean, it's not a bad amount of AP, especially for having one singular AP item. He's also built Randuin's now, but I don't know. You kind of want some AP. You can end stream after you don't know. Yeah, he's gonna win. You just assume that. Ooh, Vigar getting stunned there, but yeah, it's hard to kill him. I mean, it's hard to kill most of PFT, which isn't entirely useful. Because of their wombo, they, you know, it doesn't give IQ a lot of time to sort of interact. So, the fact that you are more tanky than you are damaging is going to be pretty problematic here, but we have a Seraphine ult coming out here. It's going to be seeing a lot of people, but the GA from Nunya is going to be really clutch here, allowing him to re-engage into the battle. Little Ducky backing off, but they're so low, and now Viego going to be able to pick up the Scion body, rushing in to chase after, but it's going to be Scion getting the double kill. It's going to clean things up for the most part. Widowlicker, the only one able to walk away from that one. And it ain't looking good. Ain't looking good. This could be a 9k gold lead. Almost 10k. Maybe after this dragon it'll be 10k. But a very large gold lead from IQ here. Into PFT. We've hit that late game point. We're at 32 minutes. But without any real damage getting built from the side of PFT apart from just Varus, it's going to be a pretty big problem. I'm not even sure. What is fire splitting next with the tunneler? What's the plan? Is it just... Is it like Sterix? For some tenacity? Tenacity, health, and AD? Ooh. I even noticed the heart steel got picked up. So they're going to be scaling now. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, the damage. Ooh, but the healing. Even with the Thormail, was still a good chunk of healing. Benson, the ult is shortly off cooldown here, so IQ has to be a little hesitant on a fight, but they could do it very soon at this Baron. If Benson can kill her depravity, like soon, that's not gonna happen though. Okay, that. They just, yeah, no, okay. But IQ is gonna start this Baron. PFT is just giving it. IQ, please, this is your your time. Actually, I think you do have a little bit of time here, but this is your chance. Play aggressively. Go for an end here. Chipping down Scion here. There's happening a lot of things happening across the map, but they're gonna get stuck inside that Vygar cage. Knocked up. Seraphine ult. They just cannot play. But it's time for IQ's response. Now the ults have come out. None of your business is GA still on cooldown. Oh no, they're getting stuck in the CC. It's just not gonna work out for them. None of your business. He is a lot of damage, but he just cannot quite find an angle to get in there because of all the CC they have. I wonder if that is part of their strategy, is if we have only one carry and everybody else is just a tank, and then we just put everybody between Viego and the carry, and Viego doesn't have anybody useful to take over. Maybe that's the strat. It's not an amazing strat, because it isn't bad for Viego to take over. Isn't bad for Viego to take over tank either. Yeah, they aren't doing a hyper carry build. They're doing a fine build, but definitely not. They're doing a yeah. I don't know. I do wish Vygar would have built more damage. I don't think that Vygar is having an issue with constantly dying. It's starting to kind of just approach a point where IQ just might not really have a way to deal with PFT's health. I feel like the game's just gonna kind of reach that point. I think Viego or Caitlyn or both need and need a pork. I feel like without a Bork, the Scion's just gonna like face tank things while Varus and Viego poke you down. Or honestly, Scion's just gonna walk you down while you are just unable to kill him in time. PFT is just like becoming a problem sheerly through just having health.
This one's for you.
Oh, Nunya might be in a bad spot here. I mean, he does have the GA up, but that's going to be a lot of ult spent on him trying to help him out now. IQ needs to find their way into the fight to help out Nunya business. He is able to get away. The Shen ult coming through. Now Shen is in their team. Nunya needs to try and get in there. If he can get some autos off, he can heal up off of that. But now Vygar, no! Vygar are bringing him so low now. Mr. Cookie is able to take him down. IQ just has the damage, but PFT just has the health to take it. Ooh, but wait, Benson is in there, and Shen is scary.
Brilliant.
Yep, PFT is going to be forced to walk away and give that dragon. That's going to be Elder Dragon as well. Can they do this slow so Viego can get it? They definitely can. I don't know if they're going to. Doesn't look like they're going to. That's sad. Reset, get Baron, end game. That's the game plan. You have Elder on everybody but Viego, which might be suboptimal. Okay, enemy team is not... Ooh. Okay, that's fine, actually.
Hold it, partner.
What? Okay. Now I figured out how the warp guns work. Or my keyboard works, really. Okay, well... IQ has Baron now, as Elder. All they need to do is deal damage while not getting womboed. And the wombo is coming through. Rihi taking on a lot of damage there, but the Shen ulti is going to be enough to save him for a while, but not for forever. Now Cookie's starting to run them down. Big problem is Nunya doesn't have that Elder buff. He needs to rely on other members of his team sort of applying the buff and him just doing enough damage to bring him low enough. Vygar down. Her destiny goes down. Just 2 more left. And the main carry is down. Seraphine is all that remains between IQ and winning this series. I think it suffices to say IQ is taking this game. And they're going to 2-0 PFT. And that'll be all for this series. Congratulations to IQ. And I'm going to be handing this over to another series happening right now. Have a good... I almost said have a good night, but no, have a good series.